myself, I'll try this, I'll try fire, and I'll see how it works. Well, it didn't work for me. So what I did was went up to this Apollonian singing bowl, and I came into the new year with a hum. I went to the universe of elements, and I failed some courses. I failed Earth through fracking, oil and gas, and plastic. The oceans, of course, I had recourse to the oceans. I wanted to believe water would solve everything. So I enrolled in water. Jacob's Well, Barton Springs. My friends were magical. They were artists and poets like you. And they believed too that water would cure us in a sort of secular baptism. But then again, Jacob's Well dried. And Barton Springs became a real estate development where the dogs washed themselves. Suddenly occurred to me that even water cries. It has languages, of course. There's water inside us, and the moon calls out tides. Well, I went back to air. Everyone knows air, but they don't know how exhausted it is. All these cars and trucks, all this carbon dioxide. You think the trees will put up with that? Well, I went to Amazon.com. I said, what are you doing about the Amazon fires? And they said, we want to sell it. We want to find a profit in this. We want to find a way to make these fires in Bolivia, these fires in Siberia, these fires in the Arctic profitable, so we can sell fire and make it move in the marketplace of meaning. Well, I'm still learning, as you can see. I got enough air inside of me. It says that if we don't breathe and breathe deep, we're not going to get through the next century. And this water that we carry, Aquarians of the future, water bearers, how much can you bear the heavy water of a bomb, the shock wave of other people's reactions when they say they're making war upon you today, the elements. You know that earth beneath us, beneath this fourth law, our ancestors, and we will be buried there forevermore. Maybe one day we'll graduate to ash, and our bones will stay. Our bones will say, why didn't you tell me the way the elements were suffering? In the elements, they didn't look with the elements. The alchemists, they used to say, I can turn lead into gold, man. I can transmute and make transformation of all the elements. And we're not stuck in one particular place of being. Our state of matter, it's a state of our emotions, isn't it? It's a state of our being. We're just not. Our bones know inside us. It's sort of like a cancer of what you can't say. It's sort of like, you can't say that here, or you can be free, but not here, not now. No. Your freedom is deferred and delayed and denied until, someday. And you get rocks off on the apocalypse, the ending of things. What about the new beginnings? The beginnings where our tiny little bones and bodies grow inside the womb of our new thoughts and feelings. So we say we need the new, and the addiction to the new will not get rid of all these old bones. The aged ones know, the elders and the ancestors too. They were here for ritual bathing inside Barton Springs before it had a name. They were here, but they did not stay. They could not stay because we claimed to own, dominate, possess, and control. All false gods like shame, guilt, judgment, and blame. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, riding over, roughshod over all of us. But we are free of guilt. We didn't do that. All we did was say we loved, and reaching out to another human heart, and liver and kidneys and all the parts of us surrounding our bones with flesh of thought and desire and all the sensations that keep us alive. But the elements, some say they're angry. Dorian is angry. And all the named storms and all the unnamed hurricanes within us are angry because this is not natural. This climate is not the way it was. It never will be again. And it's our emotional climate. We claim, we own, we name, we own, we name it all. We give names to storms. We say, you disrupt our territorial base. You did that to New Orleans. And you're doing it now to Carolinas. And all those wild winds, we get angry at them. How can we get angry at the wind? It was here long before us, like all these trees. All those burning trees in Amazonia and Bolivia and Siberia anyhow, how can it be that we have proprietary anger? It's just the presupposition that any word is an empire. When you say you own a thought or a feeling or a moment or another person, you fail. As I failed the universe of elements, I carry them within me now like little altars, like little goddesses. But they know that I don't know what will happen next. All I hope is we will all have enough breath to breathe deep in the earth that will take us when we leave.